I am Mandy of Madcow Mandy Designs. It is January the 6th, 2023, and this is episode 3 of All Those Old Whips. So they're still here, and we're going to go ahead and mix this episode in with my 2023 goals, because they go together. Let me go ahead and state for the record, I am not trying to downsize my stash, and I am going to keep buying yarn. Those are the two most popular New Year's resolutions, whatever you want to call them, that all the yarny people make every January. I am not one of them. I am happy with the size of my stash and the fact that if I see a project, I more than likely have the yarn. I can just walk back there, pick it out, and start making the project. I don't have to order anything. I don't have to wait till the stores are open. I can just shop from home. I love buying yarn. I bought yarn at 1 a.m. on January the 1st. I am not going to stop buying yarn. That is its own hobby, and I love it. So, if you need somebody to be your bad influence and tell you it's okay, hi, I'm Mandy, and it's okay to buy yarn. It's all good. Okay, with that out of the way, let's talk about goals and get comfy. So last year, I don't think I shared my goals with y'all because I was not podcasting at the year change. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to share last year's goals at the same time that I'm sharing this year's, because I build on my goals every year. I don't just kind of randomly grab something out of nowhere and like, I'm going to read 30 books this year. No, I'm doing good if I read 2 books in a year. Like, I'm not, no. So I will take a goal from one year, see how it worked, how things turned out, and modify it or continue it in some way. You'll see. So the first goal that I had from last year was to grow Madcow Designs. I wanted to grow my business. That is a very subjective thing, to just simply say I want to grow my business. I can look at the numbers of like followers and sales and things like that, and yeah, it grew. There are more followers, I made more sales, that's cool. Where I was kind of going with that is that I wanted to stretch my wings. I wanted to expand into new territory and do things that I wasn't necessarily comfortable with to see what I could do. And I feel like I did that. I started this podcast, I wrote my very first pattern, I expanded the book lineup that I offer. So I feel like I did grow. This year, I want to do more. I want to write more patterns. I want to design more books for knitters. Crocheters. I already released a crochet book here recently, so you know, all the yarny people. I want to keep growing. I expanded last year, found a couple of new little things that I enjoy doing, so I want to venture down those paths specifically, and like I said, write more patterns, design more books for yarny people. Last year, show my face in front of the camera more. Can we talk about careful what you wish for? Yeah, when I said I wanted to show my face in front of the camera, I meant maybe do some Instagram stories where I'm actually like talking to y'all and not showing stuff with a voiceover. Maybe take some photos of finished objects where it's not just like, here's my scarf and no face. I wanted to actually put myself in front of the camera, which is extremely uncomfortable for me. Ooh. Careful what you wish for. I now sit in front of the camera every single week and talk to y'all via a podcast. And so I love it. I have really enjoyed this. It has pushed me way outside of my comfort zone, and I'm enjoying it. So I'm going to keep podcasting this year, and, you know, we're going to check this off as a win. I put my face in front of the camera more. Not what I intended, but it worked. Oh, so, I didn't really expand on that goal any, so it just kind of is what it is. I'm going to keep podcasting because I enjoy it. Maybe next year I'll decide to expand it in some other way. I don't know. Okay. Ooh. Stay up to date on subscription yarn. That did not go well. At all. Last year, when I wrote this out, I was thinking, that's only 12 things of yarn. It's not that bad. And then I signed up for 2 more subscriptions. Oh my god, that was too much. I couldn't do it. So I didn't finish any of them. So I can't really say that this was a victory. It wasn't really a loss. I knit a lot of things and I used a lot of it, but I didn't use all of it, which was the goal. I'm modifying that goal. I'm continuing it into this year. I'm going to try again with the correction of I want to knit all of my Southern Skeins subscription yarn. That is 12 yarns, more than likely only 11 because of shipping and December. I won't get it until like almost the end of December, but I can go ahead and cast it on and it'll count. So I want to knit all of my Southern Skeins, and I say it that way because I told y'all I wasn't signing up for any more subscriptions beyond that one, and I signed up for another subscription. Oops. I signed up for Kimber's Cozy Creations. Yeah. But she's not part of this deal. This goal is only for Southern Skeins. And that is everything that was last year's goal. So from there, I've made a few more goals. They're both, wow, okay. So for this year, I've added a few new goals that I wanted to accomplish. I want to actually be able to read and keep up with Slip Slip Sis over on Discord. If you want to send them a message, I think they said email. I'll put their email down below. You can email them. They'll send you the Discord invitation or whatever it is that you have to have. They have a knit group that's going on, and we're sharing all kinds of knitty goodness over there, and we're reading Maggie Sefton's Murder Mysteries. They're distracting me. Cool. Murder Mystery, it's like a cozy mystery book, and I've already read the first one and completely forgotten what happened. So I'm having to reread it, and I'm already behind. But we're going to be reading one a month, tentatively. They might change that schedule, I'm not sure. I hope they don't, because I don't think I'll read that fast. So yeah, I want to actually read the books with them. I wanted to pre-plan my year. I've done this. We're going to see how it goes. Y'all saw at the end of last year, I pushed really hard and had a lot of work to do between October and December, and it was not fun. I had a lot of designs to make, a lot of actual crocheted stuff to make for work, a lot of knit stuff to make for work, and it was very, very overwhelming. I took that list of everything that I have done and broke it up and put it on sticky notes throughout my planner for the new year. So I will be designing the 2024 calendar in like March or something. It's a calendar. It has set dates. We know what those are. So I can design it in March and it will still be good come next January. My Christmas designs and my Halloween designs, I can go ahead and make design them and make a prototype and then make the stuff later. So I am trying to pre-plan out my year so that it's not quite so stressful at the very end. We'll see how that one goes. The one that ties in with my whips. We started this all these old whips journey in June. So it's been 7 months. And I didn't know in June where I wanted it to go. All I knew is that I was very overwhelmed by how many whips I had. I now know where I want it to go. With the exception of one Scrappy project, I want to finish every whip sitting here by December of 23. They're all going to be done. That is my goal. It's a big goal, but I think I can do it. I am down to 8. I have 8 whips, which is 3 less than the last time we recorded a whips video. Some of them are just big and daunting, and they've been here for so long that I'm afraid of them. Like, you kind of build up that, oh, no, it's a big scary whip. I don't want to work on that one. It's been there for however many years. I don't want to work on it. I need to get over that and just work on them and get them all finished, because I don't want to look at any of y'all anymore. None of you. So, I have a goal. It is written in the book to finish all the whips with the exception of one Scrappy one, and that's because I won't have the yarn. We'll talk about that. Okay. There are 2 more goals for the new year that are not yarn related. And I'm going to go ahead and share them with you because it's kind of part of a journey that I've already been taking y'all on. I am feeling much better as far as my arthritis goes. I've gotten on a new medication and it seems to be working. I am very happy. I feel so much better. Because of that, I am going to pick up yoga. I want to start doing yoga so that I can stretch and make sure that I am keeping my range of motion. That's important. When you have arthritis, you need to keep moving. If you don't move, you get stiff and then you lose some of that reach. It's very easy to not be able to reach the top shelf anymore, which I'm sure reaching the top shelf was difficult already. I don't need any extra help not reaching. So I'm going to start yoga, and the yoga portion of this goal might change as the year goes on. I simply want to do some form of exercise that will help me stay moving. Okay, and the other one is to lose weight. I want to clarify that losing weight is not an aesthetic for me. I'm I'm aware of what I look like. I see myself in the mirror. I know what the scale says, and I like me. I am perfectly happy with who I am. My knees, on the other hand, are not happy. They would really appreciate it if I would lose a few pounds. Because of events that have happened over the year, I got my arthritis under control and I had a gallbladder attack, so I changed my diet for the gallbladder. I've already lost 22 pounds. I want to keep losing some weight while I have that momentum going so that my knees will be happier. My knees and my feet hurt so bad, and it's just because I weigh too much. So I have a goal to lose weight simply so that I can feel better. I am physically in pain and shouldn't be. So fingers crossed that that one goes well and I can keep on losing. Okay, so let's talk about these 8 whips that I am committed to finishing. Well, 7. These 7 whips that I am committed to finishing this year. As always, we're going to start with the newest projects and work our way back to the oldest, which is possibly going to be the order that I actually end up working on them in too. So, Miss Fiber Fox, this is a pair of socks. Y'all know I will have no problem finishing this one because I already have 1 sock done. Sock 2 is ready for the heel. This is Knit Picks Felici Painted Hills. So, my little Maughanster Knits stitch marker. Yeah, not a problem. These will probably be done like in the next week or so. Socks are never a problem. Okay. That is really the only like current thing that I have. Everybody else I've been working on for a long time. Our knit group has been working on a blanket all year long. This is Southern Skeins and Lovely Blunder Knits. They host the Zoom Knit Night for Thursday of every month. I'm sure y'all have heard me talk about it. Every month we received a square pattern from a Lovely Blunder Knits. There we go. And that is an awful color to reflect on me. Awesome. Yeah, so she gave us a pattern for a square every month. At the end of the year, we'll have 12 of them, stitch them all together, and you have a blanket. Well, my life completely fell apart in October. So I did not get October, November, or December's blanket square done. This is first priority. This is what I am working on first. So here is January through September. And in my Hopi Bag, I am currently working on October. So I'm about halfway, a little over halfway through this square. I'll have 2 more to go and I can stitch it all together. This will be done. It is priority number 1. I want to get it finished up because I'm pretty sure that knit group is going to be starting another year-long knit-along project. And I'm a sucker. I want to play. I want to be part of it. So I need to finish this one so I can start another one. Oh, next is the Sea Glass Tea. It's just living in a clear bag that our curtains came in. This is the Sea Glass Tea by Wool and Pine Designs. And this is the crocheted version. There's a knit and a crochet, and people were making the sweater with long sleeves. I bought the short sleeve tee pattern. I don't know. I've gotten so many messages from y'all saying, oh my god, it's so pretty, please don't rip it out. I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. I feel like it's going to be dense and heavy, and I don't think I'm going to want to wear this. I am trying to give it a little bit longer to kind of marinate and make some decisions. I might very well just cut the yarn and throw it away because I don't want to. I've been wearing those tank tops that I knit, and they're perfect. They're light enough that they're not really hot, and I really, really enjoy them. This is thicker because it's crocheted. It makes a thicker material, and it's 1x1 color work, so you're carrying all this yarn with you, and it's gonna be warm. the more I think about it, the less I want to work on it. I don't know about that. I'll keep thinking on it for a little bit, but I make no promises that this isn't going in the garbage. Next up is my Scrappy blanket. It lives in my summer sock camp bag from 2021. And this is the one that probably won't be finished in 23. So, whew, y'all have seen this. I love this project. Oh my goodness. The camera's actually far enough away that I can get all of it in there. So, this is the Scrappy Sock Yarn Blanket pattern by Betsy Makes. And I love this. This has exactly one square of every sock yarn I've ever used. I love it. It's beautiful. I mean, we're talking all the way back to Southern Skeins yarns that I got in 2020. I love it. And this one is probably not going to get finished this year because I will only add one square for every yarn I get in. That's a lot of socks. That's a lot of sock yarn. That's a lot. This is going to be years. We're talking 4 or 5 years probably of working on this before it's done. I am a-okay with that because it makes me happy. So, the next several Sundays are going to be spent working on it because I have all of these that need to get added to it. These are all the minis from my Christmas Advent, and yeah, there's 23. One of them was too small to use. So there are 23 in here that need to get added, and I think I have another scrap maybe in the back that needs to be added as well. But that is what I will be doing on Sundays for the next while. Okay. My jumbo Fates thread bag. I have quite the pile down here now. Oh, this is my Lazy Waves blanket. Where is the top? Here's the top. Okay. Yeah, I haven't worked on it since the last time y'all saw it because here's my stitch marker. Oh, this is very pretty. I like it a lot. I do plan to finish it, and it will get some love probably after I finish my blanket squares and get that done. I will transfer energy to this. This is Wool of the Andes from Knit Picks, and the pattern is Lazy Waves by Dedri Uys. Probably not saying that correctly, but it's all linked down below. So yeah, I've done a lot of work on it, as you can tell. And I have all the yarn. I have plenty of yarn to make a full blanket. I just need to actually work on it. So that will be one that I work on again here soon. My bag from Five Below. I can hear the puppy dreaming. That is so cute. She like makes these little noises and kicks while she dreams. It's adorable. Okay, this is Premier Yarn Nardica, I believe. colorway Spearmint. It's lovely shades of green. I've been making it into a pentagon shaped blanket, which you can't tell because it's made in the round, we're gonna call it round, Pentagon. And it just automatically makes these really fun patterns. So the blanket pattern itself I made up. We'll hopefully one day actually release a pattern for it. This has not had any love and will be a while before it gets love because it is on dental floss right now. Oh dear, now it's on the floor. I needed the needle that this was on to make my Advent shawl at Christmas. So, yeah. It's on dental floss and it's going to stay on the dental floss until I feel like working on it again. Kind of lost mojo and steam on that because that's a lot of knitting. It's a sock weight yarn and it's just a lot of knitting. I don't know. Kind of meh. I like the blanket though, so I don't want to rip it out. I just eventually need to finish it. Okay, Hexapuffs. You have seen the Beekeepers Quilt. Everybody wants to make a Beekeepers Quilt. This one's mine. Mine is not going to be a blanket. Mine is going to be a cushion for the fireplace. So that is how tall it is supposed to be, but it needs to be about twice as wide. Maybe more than twice. It needs to be quite a bit wider. I have started a new collection of puffs and I just need to work on it. It's as simple as that. I'm just tired of making puffs. I feel like I've been making puffs forever, and reality is I took a very, very long break from making them. So I will add a square into my Scrappy blanket, and then I should have enough left over of every color to make a puff with it, and we'll see how far I can get. This needs to be finished this year. And the very last project. Oh, good lord, you're heavy. Building in Color by Knit Purl Hunter. I started this in, I believe, 2015, taking a class at a local yarn store. And the class got canceled, so I stopped working on it. I need to keep working on it. This has not changed at all since the last time I showed it to you. Is that stripe finished? If I didn't finish this, it's very near finished. It was a class to teach me how to do color work. Amazing class, great book. Love the blanket. It's super, super cute. This is just one of those things where I feel a little daunted to work on it without having an instructor, because I had an instructor for every panel up until now. This will be finished this year. I am finishing it. I set the goal. I am telling y'all, the people, it will be finished this year. I am willing it into the universe. That is everybody. So I have a total of 8 whips. One of them is a Scrappy blanket, and I'm just not going to have the yarn to finish it the way that I want it finished. So I have 7 whips that will be finished this year. Y'all have seen how I work, and I love to knit, I love to crochet, I love to just like make stuff. These, for one reason or another, have kind of stopped me dead in my tracks, and they got put off to the side, and I just never picked them back up. That's the only problem, because I've started and finished way more projects than 7, like in the last year. I will get this done. We're gonna do it. I could use a few words of encouragement. If you ever think about it and you're like, hey, send me a message. Let me know. It's okay. I can do this. I can finish these. It's just 7. 7 little projects. Probably 6. That number keeps getting smaller, doesn't it? Probably 6, because I still don't like you. I'm still mad at you. The sea glass tea. I don't think I'm going to wear it. I don't think it's something I will wear. There's so much yarn in that bag that I could be using for other things. Look at how much yarn is in there. I could be using all that for other stuff. Okay, we've talked about my goals. I've showed you all of the whips. I have none hiding anywhere. This is it. This is what I have. 23 is going to be the year that I finish all of them. Just so I can create new ones. So, I'm not saying that I'm going to end 23 with no whips. Like, that's not going to happen. It's just not going to be any of these whips. We're getting rid of all these old whips. This mini-series is going to come to an end because they're not going to exist after December of next year. I can do it. Alright, it has been fun showing you all of the projects that I haven't worked on, all of my little bags of shame that I have hiding out here for y'all to see. Hope you've enjoyed, and feel free to share with me what your goals are for next year. No, for this year. I know what day it is. Feel free to share with me your goals for 23 and any whips that you plan on finishing. Till next time, bye.